Hey guys, hope you're all well. Been busy this morning running around doing different things, so it's probably be a bit late in the day to do anything on Dan's bike, although I'm just waiting on some information off him on that, so I'm holding fire till I get that. Then the next video after this will probably be on that. So I thought I would do another stage on the gauges for the GS. Now, as you know, nothing is finished till it's going to the powder coaters. So I always, as I do jobs, I'm constantly thinking of things. Obviously it's here under my nose, so I'm constantly looking at stuff thinking, right, how can we make that better, how can we make that more interesting, is there any things on it that could go wrong, so on and so on. I see some people have in the comments of the previous video have been on about sort of water drainage in the GPS. Absolutely, I'll get that 100%, which was sort of in the plan, but you know, we've got this outlet here for the cable and the clocks are on a slope, so there's absolutely no water going to sit in there at all. But I may just do another hole in the center there, just as sort of belt and braces, just so we know definitely no water's going to lie under the GPS as well, although that's going to have a great big sticky pad stuck there. So I've ordered some half balls for the back, so I'm going to cut this down because they should be here in a few days time, but I am going to put some sides in as well. I'm going to figure that out. I may do that in this video, but I'm going to put a tiny bit of shape into the bottom. See, all these little things sort of improve the looks of it. So I've been looking at it and think the face is a bit flat, a bit boring. So I'm thinking of putting a bit of shape in it to sort of reduce that look and make it look a bit better, actually, I hope. So yeah, I'm going to use the iTech polishing tin to mark it back out, because this is what I sort of made the shape round. So I'm just going to mark the bottom, like a continuation of that curve. And I'm going to change the shape slightly of the bottom. Hopefully that lands in the middle, which it should do. It's not helping, I've got one of them migraine-y things coming on. Hopefully the headache doesn't come along afterwards. Do you know when your vision goes a bit fuzzy? I get them once in a blue moon, and just as I want to do something delicate on this, I've decided to get one. So, got fuzzy vision. We'll press on though. So yeah, we've got this shape here. So I'm going to do something there that I think will reduce that face being a bit boring, I think. And I'll probably do quite a few things on this. You know, when I get the half balls for the back, I'll probably introduce a few more shapes on this, just to make it look interesting. But to start with, I'm going to do something there. And again, we'll make it up as we go along. So let's get some metal and start cutting. Okay, to start with, I'll very roughly mark that shape out. It is a bit rough, it's just giving me a guide to sort of the idea I've got. So I'm going to cut that out. and then hopefully it will actually work. Famous last words. We'll see though. I think it'll improve it, but we ain't gonna know till we try. I think them curves are sitting about right. We'll just check. If we get this wonky, it will look terrible. Yeah, they're good. So we'll get the curves. What are curves? We'll get the curves. Curves. You know I can't talk properly by now. Right, that's got us close. I'm going to let that cool down, and then we'll dress it into the lines. Right, I've cut that out, dressed it up a bit with the drum sander. Yes, I got some drum sanders at last. Any cheap ones, but they do the job. So we'll just check it with the gauge. Hey, that's quite good. I'll put this here. Yeah, I think that'll work out all right. Right, we've got that somewhere near. I may have to dress it up again to suit what I'm doing here. So we've got that strip of metal, I've folded it. Now I'm literally just gonna pull the fold back out, and it should, let's get the camera over. Yeah, I'm going to pull the fold back out, just using my big fat fingers as guides. We should start following that curve. That's sort of going in the right direction. It's getting close. A bit of that. Hey, that ain't bad, is it? Right. I had a little change of plan and decided to make the shape even more difficult for myself to cut out of here. So obviously we was doing that first. So I've now decided to make the bottom curved. So that is now no good. I've now got to cut another piece out to this, which ain't too much of a big issue. It's just made it a little bit more difficult for myself for this bit, but we'll sort it. So it was only a little mind change, nothing too drastic. So all I've got to do actually makes this a little bit easier. So all I've got to do is draw around this and cut it out. I think I've got that about bang on. And you can probably guess where I'm going with it. Well, I think I know where I'm going with it. I know it didn't need it, but it just adds a little bit of shape to it. So I'll cut that out, and then it's the tricky bit, cutting this out. It's not tricky, but it's got to be absolutely bang on. Anyway, I'll cut this out and then we'll sort that bit. Okay, now for the tricky bit. So we've got that. I guess that's like a cookie cutter. I think that's what you call them, isn't it? I've drilled a hole in the centre there for me to cut up to. Then we've got to get that shape right within that angle change. So I'm just going to chip away at it a bit at a time and keep dressing it back till that fits in. And then we've got to trim all that angle change onto this. Should be all right. Anyway, I'm going to get cutting. Slowly chipping away at it. It's nearly there. I just have to keep doing a bit and trying it in, so I don't want to go too far and have to weld big gaps up. So I'll just keep trying it and doing a bit, try it, doing a bit until it fits in there nicely. Then we've got to trim all the angles on that bit. Anyway, I'll keep at it. Oh, we're getting close. A bit of a disc change. Let's treat myself to a new disc. Oh, like a Formula 1 pit stop. Just a couple of little pinholes to deal with, and then we're sorted, I think. Okay, I'm about there. It's, I think that'll do me today. So I started late in here, like I said earlier. So I've been running around doing things. So I've just got to trim the back off. I'm not going to do it now, but I will take about so much off. And then hopefully, maybe tomorrow, I don't know, or the next day, the half balls will come. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with them to create a bit of nice shape at the back. But I will be trimming it off by about that much. So yeah, that's about there. But after, I've just been dressing the odd bit up with a file. It's created a bit more shape. It's like a Halloween mask now. So I'm like, So let's put everything back in. I don't think I'm going to bother put it on the bike. I think I'm about done for the day. See, that went in earlier. I must be doing something wrong. Tell you what, rather than mess the plug up, let's quickly make that a bit bigger. That should do it. I say when them balls come, I'll see what I'm doing. I just might create a tiny little bit of a hood over there that hides the little short pass of wire. Okay, yeah, that's better. There we go. Right, now these. There we are. I think someone said in the comments put some little eyebrows on it. Don't tempt me. There we are. That's created a bit more shape, I think. I can't get in there very well to clean the metal up yet. I shall find some, a little cut brush or something. I've still got to put the holes in here. So that bolts up underneath as well, and obviously we still got to get some sides in, but I'm going to do them a nice shape as well, and then there should be enough area in there to hide some wires. Ooh, and obviously the balls at the back as well will create a bit of space. Until I bolt everything together, it's going to just keep falling apart on me. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit different again. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows when it'll be finished? I don't even know that yet. I'll say when them balls come, it could, when they get put on, it could spring another idea to put another little bit of shape in it somewhere. This is how it all evolves till you've got something you're happy with. I'll say I won't just put straight sides on them. I should probably put a bit of shape in that, in the sides as well, like dish them in or something like that. So it will look a bit more interesting. I'll say probably a little Suzuki badge in there. I might even like spin some up on the lathe, like a little aluminium sort of frame round the badge. We'll see. I'll have to see what size badges I can get. Maybe something off a key fob or something like that. It's going to have to be quite small. Or does it have to be a Suzuki badge? Just anything there or nothing there? I don't know yet. But yeah, it's slowly getting there. And maybe in here, put the oil light in there. Or not. Who knows? I'm terrible, aren't I? Changing my mind and chopping and changing things around. But I enjoy it. So there we go. I'm not going to put it on the bike because I'm hoping the balls will be here tomorrow or the next day. So putting it on, taking it off, put it on, taking it off, and so on. So over the next sort of few times I put my hands on this, we should have something that I could probably stand back and say, yeah, I'm happy with that now. Who knows? Well, there you go. It's another bit done. It's another little bit done, and it's changed its appearance a bit. That'll do. It's actually getting quite late, so I'm going to go and have some dinner. Cheers for watching, guys. Take care.